How's it hanging, y'all? This is OBV, the Diecast News Guy, bringing you guys with a classic NASCAR diecast review that I picked up actually at Mead Motorsports. It's a well-known diecast dealer that I go to that is mostly at majority of the NASCAR tracks. I did made another visit to him at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and he was selling this car for $5, and I thought that was a damn good steal because usually these things actually are a lot more. And it's on a diecast. I think a lot of people are probably gonna have a lot of nostalgic vibes to it, including my good buddy Diecast Buffet. It is going to be on Ken Schrader's. Yes, the man, the myth, the legend, the guy who finished third at the most recent SRX race. Yeah. And this is his 2002 M&M's Pontiac Grand Prix Team Caliber Owners Elite 164 Series diecast from MB2 Motorsports. That already sounds like a mouthful, but let me tell you what, man. One of the most nostalgic M&M schemes growing up as a NASCAR fan from 2001. I remember this car, and when I saw that, Dennis Mead had this in stock, ignore the price. I mean, it was $12 originally, but for $5, can't beat this, guys. And you guys know me. I've already done a lot of reviews on the Team Caliber Owners Elite Series, and there's a good reason why I think this is a good steal because there are so much detail on this little car. It's not even funny. But without further ado, let's click out this diecast review and the official unboxing of Ken Schrader's 2002 M&M's Pontiac Grand Prix car. And alrighty, guys, we got this diecast out of its box. And before we get things started, guys, I'm going to show you guys a nice little cool feature about this diecast. It comes with its own certificate of authenticity because it just shows you just the amount of detail that this car has. Team Caliber always kind of had this with their cars, but you see, it even has its own DIN number as well. So it just probably tells you just how much cool and how much value that these cars have. But going on to this car, guys, you can see right there, this thing is completely full with a metal chassis. Body and rubber tires and a fully detailed interior that you can remove the deck leaving opens and the hood, but we'll get to that in a second. As I know a lot of people growing up in the Winston Cup series, especially get a shout out to anybody who started watching NASCAR in the 2000s era, because this is one of the schemes that really stood out to me, especially this one in particular, man. I'm kind of disappointed they did not do a throwback on this. I mean, as much as I did like the Ernie Irvan throwback that he ran this year for Kyle Busch, I'm kind of disappointed they did do a throwback of this because you guys know the M&M's cars are going to be so valuable this year because, it's their final year with NASCAR and they've had such rich history, which we will be talking about more in a second, guys. But just, I can't get enough of just how beautiful and basic this car is, guys. I mean, there's nothing more complete than a yellow than the yellow M&M's car, and this one is, like, yes, you could say one of the another classic scheme, guys. I mean, just when I think of when I think of if you told me a car, name a NASCAR that that has the number 36. This is the one I think of. Man. There's so many iconic paint schemes with Ken Schrader and the M&M's car. I think of this 4th of July car, which is probably my favorite patriotic scheme of all time. But just this is just so freaking cool, man. And it's basic, but it's awesome, man. I mean, I would love to Kyle Busch throwback. But let's get on to the cool features on this. We got, of course, the colorful M&Ms and the Pedigree logo. I mean, just shows you just how loyal their sponsorship has been, guys, because even Pedigree has sticked around with M&M's cars even before the Gibbs days. And going on right here, as I'm trying to show you guys, these things do open up pretty quite well, but you see we got ourselves even some detail right there. The M&M and the yellow M&M. I didn't even realize that that's underneath the hood. But if you look pretty closely, this thing has a detailed engine, and it has so much details, guys. Look at this, guys. See the the freaking yeah, my God, you can see the head of the engine, the valve covers, the belt, the radiator, just everything, man. And this is on a 1/64 scale diecast. This is why I love these things, man. The wheels don't turn, but just look at that, guys. That's not a solid block. Those are all individual pieces. So that shows you the amount of creativity and just how just precise Team Caliber was with these cars. And they get the classic Pontiac Grand Prix, which I think we all know. I think 2002, I think it was 2002 or 2003 was last year they ran the Pontiac sponsorship. If you guys notice it, this is also an M&M diecast that has the Winston Cup Series logo and the Budweiser logo. So definitely shows you it's a true authentic diecast. So I know a lot of kids love their M&M's cars, but when they see this, I mean, there's a good reason why this car was mounted on a base. You see the rubber tires look nice and thick, and you see there's no ride height on these things, which is really cool. But just so cool, man. I love that MB2 Motorsports font right there, the 36, and we got the red M&M right there, holding the race helmet. Nice little features right there. It even says what is that? Something driver. I don't even know what that word says, but that is really cool. Probably the first time I ever see the red M&M actually look happy for once. Usually he's always like a pissed off motherfucker. Man, Ken Schrader's name right there. Look at even the window nets even detailed, guys. Which I'm about to show you guys the good stuff. Are you guys ready for this shit? Are you guys ready? Here we guys go. Look at this. Holy mother of God. Detail at its finest, y'all. The roll cage is detailed. The interior is detailed. You can even see like the outlines of the speedometers are detailed. All the the freaking air tubes, the fire extinguisher, the fuel cell. I mean, dude, this thing rocks. There's even like details within details. You can see all the different different details and all the different pipes and shit that's inside the car. Even on the under tray, guys, that is just so cool coming down to the ground of the car. I mean, goodness gracious. I think majority of this is all metal. I mean, or metal or very hard plastic. You see the fuel cell and the filler neck right there. That is just beautiful, man. And this is mostly all metal. Like the whole base of this car is metal. But look at this, guys. You can see the fuel filter, the differential. I mean, the transmission. Just, dude, this is literally like what an elite diecast is, but on a 1/64 scale diecast, which I kind of really do wish that we brought these back. I mean, they're kind of redundant now, especially with the next gen cars because they're all flats. But dude, could you imagine a next gen diecast with the removable underplate, and you can see all these fine details? Lionel or Circle B, if you're listening, bring something like that back. I mean, we did have the metal chassis diecast, which were cool with the rubber tires. But, dude, I'm talking about, like, fully detailed interiors. If you guys can do it on a 124 Elite, then you can do it on a 164 scale. Sure, it's going to cost more, but, heck, I'm willing to pay a little bit more if you get detail like this because this is just freaking phenomenal, man. I mean, I cannot get enough of this, man. I'm not sure where all that crap is right there. It looks like it's glue or something, but regardless not. This is just pure detailedness at its finest. Between this and the RCC Elite diecast that we got in those little collector boxes for the 164s, like in the early 2000s and 2010s, those are like the ones to get. They come on the back. You see even the deck lid. The trunk and the deck lid opens. Kind of disturbingly where the yellow M&M is. That some bitch is really holding on to dear life. You got the Snickers logo for there. You're not you when you're Snickers. Oh no, there's a paint chip inside the windshield, but don't worry. It looks like that might be easy to get off. If you look closely, that might actually look like a paint chip or a yellow M&M. So who knows? And then we got, going my way, the green M&M. I hope you're not going that way, yeah, unless you're on a road course. And there's another paint chip right there, or a yellow M&M on the 36. But, this is a really cool diecast, guys. I do like this. Ken Schrader wasn't really the most well-known or dominant guy in the NASCAR Cup Series. I mean, he's mostly well-known for, running short tracks or, or was like, he's mostly a dirt guy. Let's just say that. It's like, the guy can definitely race in dirt, and explains why, he ran in the most recent SRX race and finished in the podium, which was cool. I've always, Ken Schrader was just one of those guys that just on like, he was just there in the crowd and stuff like that. But he's only got like 4 career wins in the Cup Series as far as I know. But it's so nostalgic seeing him in this 36 car, guys. He started driving the 36 car, I think, once the 2000s hit, with NB2 Motorsports. And then, of course, this was the final year that he drove in the 36 car, because, the M&M sponsorship went to Elliott Sandler, following from 2003 all the way to 2006. And then we had, that one season with David Gilliland in 2007. And then eventually the M&M sponsorship went on to, the driver that we have right now, who's ending that sponsorship at the end of this year, Kyle Busch, from 2008 all the way to, the end of this year. So that's nice little rough history right there. But I can't even talk about, I even got to point out, the early days of M&M's. Like Ernie Irvan was the original guy who first drove the 36 M&M's car. Between this and the Skittles car from 1998, 1999, I think he only drove those first 2 seasons with the M&M sponsorship. But just, comment below which M&M's car has been your favorite in that era, whether it was the NB2 Motorsports days or, with the Robbery Yates days or the Joe Gibbs Racing days. Or you can always comment below which one was your favorite in each team era. But this one in particular, I mean, it's very similar to his cars from 2000 and 2001. But it's even very similar to Ernie Irvan's 1999 car, if you think about it. I mean, it just shows you just how traditional and how, iconic this paint scheme was. Sure, it never won any races, and it didn't really got the best finishes. I mean, people mostly remember this car from 2001 when Ken Schrader got into Dale Sr. But, not really going to really touch on that because, God bless Ken Schrader. I mean, it's unfortunate, he got a front row show of seeing what happened to Dale Sr., so God bless him. He's always been a good guy of Ken Schrader in my books. But feel free to comment below if you guys have anything else to share, as I'm going to go wrap up this diecast review of Ken Schrader's 2002 M&M's Pontiac Grand Prix for MB2 Motorsports. Comment, subscribe to this video, BB. Catch you guys next time on another fantastic review, and yeah, have a good one, y'all.